1.1 million people have now taken the ABC's Vote Compass survey, and the results have revealed the country's most left and right-leaning seats. Ashley Raper went to Maranoa in regional Queensland and Cooper in Melbourne to see the issues facing voters.
I'll tell you how much discontent there is. Not all, but a lot of farmers' offspring doesn't want to be on the land anymore. It's just too hard.
David and Diane Mazarut have been on this land in central West Queensland for 30 years.
I'm at the ground level. Here's the grass. I can eat my grass if I want to.
They've lived through more than one drought, but this one, they say, is made worse by crippling restrictions on land clearing. It's always been a state issue, but that's changed.
Bill Shorten is saying that he is going to introduce the Queensland version of it to the rest of Australia, and it really makes you scared for the other states. We can't live with it.
In Maranoa, there's little point wooing the Green vote, but 1,400 kilometres away, in the Melbourne seat of Cooper, it's a must.
I feel that there's been decades of inaction and a lack of recognition that we are in a crisis.
The most important issue for me is climate change. We're facing a global catastrophe.
The differences between the seats are stark, not just the landscape, but the ideology and the issues. The Prime Minister talks about the Canberra bubble, and here in St George, in the electorate of Maranoa, you couldn't get further outside it. The seat is about as rural as it gets. The land is vast, agricultural production is huge, and the towns are small. The results of Vote Compass show that views in Maranoa overall are more conservative than every other electorate, just like those in Cooper in Melbourne are also outside the norm, but at the other end of the spectrum. When it comes to particular issues, let's take a look. In Maranoa, 69% of voters agree welfare recipients should be subjected to random drug tests. In Cooper, they mostly say they shouldn't. There's a similar gap when it comes to turning back asylum seeker boats. And there's a difference of opinion on negative gearing. In Cooper, 73% of people say there should be fewer tax breaks on investment properties. In Maranoa, the figure is 38. But there's also common ground. Both overwhelmingly say terminally ill patients should be able to end their lives with medical assistance and that the minimum wage should be higher. They're also united on their attitudes towards the policymakers.
They act like school kids. I mean, if we acted like that at kindergarten, we'd get smack under the ear.
There's no one that I hear speak that there's really I have any confidence in.
Less than a week left to listen. Ashley Raper, ABC News.